𝗥𝗵𝗲. My name is 𝗥𝗵𝗲.
My name is Ria,
and welcome
to our show.
So, friends, today I will be leading the conversation, and today I want to talk about the economically household. So, my book, I've done a segue, and so I want to talk about and the book is from The Millionaire Mind, and it's the mindset of the millionaires. How do they think? What is their thought process that gets them to where they are today? And so I want to talk about the economical household. Let me just get my pen, perfect. So I want to talk about the economical household. So that is the conversation for today, the economical household. And so how do they run their homes? And essentially, what comes to your mind when you think of a billionaire? What comes to your mind when you think of, a millionaires, billionaires? What comes to your mind? Drop it in the chat. I would love to know as to what comes to your mind. And the reason why I'm asking you is because, they all have, and what they have in common, the common denominator is hard work. And we talked about that a couple of conversations ago. We talked about, it's the hard work they have, it's the resilience. They are resilient, and they are always striving for excellence. And so what do I mean by when I say resilience? Well, when I shared with you from the book, when Dr. Joseph Stanley was interviewing millionaires in the book, and he interviewed Richard, who is 74, he's retired. And so Dr. Joseph asked him, why do you wake up early? And so let me just put it in context. So Richard, he came to America from Ethiopia, from Estonia, so East Europe. So he came from Estonia, and Richard is now 74. He's retired. He's built a very successful company. And so Dr. Joseph asked him, why do you wake up early? You're a 𝗥𝗵𝗲. Why do you wake up early? And why are you so passionate about what you do? And so what he answered back was that he wakes up at 5 a.m. Okay, so Dr. Joseph asked him, so when I talk about being resilient, and when I talk about striving for excellence, these two do go together, because you need to be resilient. You need to be always hungry for any endeavor that you're in right now, whether it's your career, you want to be passionate about that, or whether it's in your job, in your business, you want to be passionate about. So Richard, he answered back, and he said he wakes up at 5, and he's 74. He wakes up at 5 and with a smile on his face. And so, friends, if Richard at 74, who is a 𝗥𝗵𝗲 can, he's passionate, he's enthusiasm, and millionaires, multi-millionaires, billionaires, they always are resilient. They always want to be looking for more. Like I said, a couple of days ago, when I talked about, their lifestyle, and especially in their business, they are always seeking for opportunities, because, you know, they don't let any opportunity pass by. They are always hungry and they are always wanting for more. So now I want to talk about another couple that was interviewed in the book. Now, this couple, Tony and Elizabeth, they, you know, they are Americans, so they live in America. But this couple alone, what really inspired me about their story is that, you know, they grew up. And Ria, coming back to your point when you were talking yesterday about the socialist and the capitalist, well, Tony and Elizabeth, they grew up in the Depression era. So, you know, and when Ria talked about, you know, the capitalist, when she talked about the socialist and where we need to be, you know, when it comes to our household. So Tony and Elizabeth, they are millionaires, and yet they are frugal. So that's what I wanted to talk about. I mean, millionaires, they are, obviously we know that they are, you know, I'm just going to change different colors, because you know what, I can. So I'm just going to change. Okay, so we know that millionaires, they are philanthropic, and they always love to give back. And so, you know, we might say that, okay, well, you know, they love to give back, but, you know, they should keep the money to themselves. No, they don't. On the contrary, millionaires, multimillionaires, billionaires, on the contrary, they like to splurge. Like our mentor, Grant Cardone, he's philanthropic. He gives back to his foundation. He gives back to his charities. And we also know of other billionaires. We know Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett is a billionaire, and yet, you know, they all love to give back, and they all love to improve their society and the community as well. So they are philanthropic, and they give back. So they give back to their communities. Oh, and my pen just ran out at the right time. So they love to give back to the community where possible. So then, going back to Tony and Elizabeth, so they grew up in the Depression, which I think, Ria, that was World War II, the Depression era? Yes. So Tony and Elizabeth grew up during the World War II in the Depression era. So is that mentality, and sometimes, you know, even it doesn't matter our lifestyle, what it is today, what has made us, our past, oftentimes, actually not oftentimes, our past does dictate our future. And so for Tony and Elizabeth, who are multimillionaires, but they are frugal, and Elizabeth, it truly is an inspiration. And so what I love about what she had to say when she was interviewed, so, you know, she says, well, say for example, you buy an expensive dress. Okay, so this is an example that maybe will hit home to you as well. That, so say for example, you know, she buys an expensive, you know, she buys an expensive dress. Now, what she quotes is that, say, you know, you buy an expensive dress, okay, fine, but that's in today's price. But what is that worth at a, say, garage sale? What is that worth? Because that expensive dress is expensive for just today, just that one day, but then it's going to depreciate in value. So She goes, so that's exactly what she said. She goes, you could buy an expensive dress, that will make you happy. As women, dresses, makeup,